Last year, I had the opportunity to go on a 9-month mission trip, and it became very apparent very quickly that my relationship with the Lord wasn't where I wanted it to be, especially in the midst of something in which I didn't have a lot of the comfort, a lot of the things that I had come to rely on, the distractions I had come to rely on. And it really became apparent very quickly that I needed to do something different in my pursuit of the Lord. So what I ended up doing was every morning I would sit on this balcony that we had that overlooked part of the city in this red plastic chair, and I wouldn't pray anything to the Lord. I wouldn't say anything to him. I would just sit there and listen. And at first it was just a half an hour every morning before breakfast. I would just sit and listen, and for the first week I didn't hear anything at all. And then the next week I started to get glimpses and hear just like little bits and pieces of his voice talking to me as I learned to listen, as I learned to kind of quiet the noise in my head. And so as that time went on, I started to hear more and more of his voice, and as I heard more of his voice, I fell more and more in love with him, because to know him is to love him. And so I started to fall madly, madly in love with the Lord, with Jesus. And so very quickly that half an hour became an hour every morning, because that time wasn't enough. And so it was in this plastic chair in the middle of Cambodia that I really, really fell in love with the Lord, because I stopped praying to him, just speaking at him all the time. I stopped reading about him all the time, and those are really good things, but I started a personal relationship with the Lord in a way that I hadn't before. And a lot of that was due to just listening to his voice and the love that he had, and actually hearing what he had to say to me.
It's quiet in this house upon the hill. You won't mind it. Some things you can't know till you're still in the silence. Let your spinning thoughts slow down in the stillness. Things have a way of working out. Allow me to introduce myself again. I'm the one that knew you before time began. I've been waiting for you to let me be your friend. Everything you ever need is everything I am. I am. I am. I am. Take your chances. There's nothing here to lose. Ask your questions. I promise you the truth as you're ready. I wanna hear your heart. Is it heavy? What wounds have left a mark? Allow me to introduce myself again. I was with you every place you've ever been. I'm the one that held you when you couldn't stand. If you're wondering who can heal your brokenness, I can. house upon the hill, how I want to show you I am real. Allow me to introduce myself again. I'm the love you used to think could not exist. I'm as sure as where you're standing and as free as the wind. You don't have to reach for me, 'cause this is where I am. I am. I am. I am. I am.